Move to Saudi Arabia, Herc, where the exodus is well and truly on. ESPN reporting that Karim Benzema is, quote, exploring his options in the transfer window after 6 months at Al Ittihad in the Saudi Pro League. The 36-year-old has scored 15 goals in 24 games, but is said to be unhappy. This on the same day, Jordan Henderson completed his move to Ajax from the Saudi League. Herc, what do we make of all these departures? Is it something, nothing, or everything?
It's something, that's for sure. Let me tell you why it can't be everything, right? Karim Benzema doesn't need the money. Like, if he stops playing today, the game, it's not going to affect him. It's not going to affect, future generations of the Benzemas. That's not how it works. So it's not everything there. But it's something in that these players are starting to realize that what they signed up for wasn't what they signed up for, or wasn't what they thought it would be. Now, when the average incoming transfer, when those players who aren't the Karim Benzemas, who aren't of that stature, when they start leaving, when those players start heading out, that's when you're going to have a problem. But this just confirms what we already knew, that Saudi Arabia is the new China. When you saw the influx of players going to China because of the money and how long that lasted. Listen, when the money dries up, the players are going to leave. And when they realize that they have the money in their disposal, they have the money at hand, and that the country isn't what they thought it would be, they're going to head out. Sooner or later, this is going to dry up, so it's something. But right now, it's Benzema. It's what it can be tomorrow that'll make it everything.
Yeah. I wonder how much of it is the country and how much of it is the football, because we're hearing reports that, one, the level is not up to these guys, and then the infrastructure, right? You can turn on the games if you can find them. You can see there's like nobody in the stands in some of these stadiums. It's truly shocking for the investment that they put in, just kind of how little interest there actually seems to be on the ground. Herc, if I'm thinking about this from like an MLS perspective, it may not be everything, but it's pretty close. I mean, the type of players that were being pulled to the Saudi League were the exact type of players that we know work in Major League Soccer, sometimes on the field, but very often off the field. Those are the stars. And there's no better way, especially in this new world of subscriptions and chasing subscriptions and getting people to truly put money down to buy your product, than having superstars. So the fact that, one, some of the guys already in Saudi are maybe looking for somewhere else to go, I think we might see some of them in Major League Soccer. But it also sends a message to the next waves of guys. They're going to see this and say, if Karim Benzema on $100 million a year couldn't be happy for more than 6 months, I may not be happy there, and I'm going to consider MLS. You know who else this may also be everything for? LAFC. I don't know if you saw this, but today they added 2 international roster spots in a trade with Seattle. I'm not saying, but what a way to change the dynamic in the Denis Bouanga negotiations. You say, oh, you want more money, Denis? Cool. We're talking to Karim Benzema.
Your mind works in twisted ways, and I love it. Listen, Karim Benzema in Major League Soccer makes a lot of sense. LAFC, I do not know. Hugo Lloris just came there. I don't know what the situation of Hugo Lloris and Karim Benzema when they were on the French national team, what that situation was. You know, there was a massive divide between a lot of those players and Karim. Who knows what side of the fence he was on, but it makes a lot of sense having a player of that stature in Major League Soccer.
Been linked to a lot of big clubs in Europe, of course. Chelsea may be interested. Some talk of a return to Real Madrid, but doesn't look like that is in the cards.